Okay, so this is part 2 of how to get your next high-ticket agency client in 7 days or less. Part 2, the math. First one was called how to get your first agency client in 7 days. This one's a math. This shows the exact numbers that you need to hit every single day to be able to achieve this. And this math is based on tens of thousands of data points that we've collected over the course of this year doing cold outreach on Instagram. So I'm just going to show you what to do so it's not an unknown path. You know what to expect when you're going forward. First off, before I get into anything, this is a really important quote. I remember it from 2020. I don't know who said it, but it's something like this. Every system is perfectly designed to achieve exactly the outcome that it achieves. Think about it for a sec. Simple. What that means is in any sort of organization, in any sort of business structure, whatever the systems are that you have in place, match the outcome that you get. This is, in my eyes, what I'm going to show you now is a perfect representation of that. So this current Instagram outbound system that we were running, okay, that you guys can run for your agencies, in fact, I encourage you to, this whole point of this channel, will get you clients with predictability every step of the way, okay? But that's the most important thing. We want to get here. We want to get to one close. So let's work our way backwards from here, okay? If we want to get one client in 7 days, we need one close. Now, for one close, I'm going to say you're going to need about 5 calls, okay? I could do it in 3 or 4 calls, but if I've gone through 2 calls and I'm on the 3rd and I'm desperate to close, I can lower my price. I don't want to lower my price. I charge minimum now $5,000 a month for even e-commerce brands who are just starting out and they have $500 revenue a month. My price is still $5K a month for 4 months. Okay, so it's a $20K commitment for them to work with us. I'm gonna point out where it's not worth it for me to take on clients for less. But for you, for example, if you find something like that and you pitch them a $2,000 per month offer for 4 months, maybe 3 months, let's say, they'll probably say yes if you do a good enough job on the sales call. To close, to get 1 close, I'm giving you 5 calls. I can do it in 3 or 4, but I don't want to drop my price. You can price your stuff lower than mine, especially when you're starting out, and that'll give you an easier time closing. So 1 close will be 5 calls. Now, how do we get 5 calls? We need 20 watched looms. So remember, the looms are the videos you send interested prospects in your offer. Back to this external structure that I was showing you guys always. Mass Instagram accounts being run by my VE team, personalizer setters, messengers, posting with follow-ups. Messengers, their whole point is to get as many leads asking for loom as possible. And then whoever does ask for a loom, you do the fucking loom and then follow up. To get 5 calls, we need 20 watched looms, and this is off my data, okay? So for me, I know that 4 watched looms results in 1 book call across the board when people use my script, and I freestyled it, whatever, last video. 20 looms, you have 5 calls. Those are the metrics you're aiming for, okay? And that's what you can get pretty easy, honestly. About 1 in 4 watched looms books a call because they're instant in what you show. Now, to get 20 watched looms, you have to make 30 looms because not everyone's going to watch when you send them, right? And the efficiency here is about 2/3. So 2/3 of the looms that we make end up watched by potential leads. So what does that mean? You do the math backwards, that means you need to make 30 looms, okay? Now, to get to 30 looms, you need obviously 30 people making loom requests. So when you send them the first outbound message saying, hey guys, I made a great video for you showing how you can grow your store from $0 to $100,000 in 2 weeks, whatever the fuck, right? Do you mind if I send it over? And they say yes, that's an interested prospect, okay? We need to get 30 of those this week, okay? Now, the math on that, let's zoom out a little bit so this looks better, okay? To get 30 loom requests for us with the exact message that we used, that I showed you in the first video, I think, on this channel, okay, which I'll pull up again here. Hey there, I had your page pop up on my feed, was really impressed by your work. This is the first personalized line, right? Love how your product works in hair color and texture, whatever the fuck. I saw what you guys are doing on other channels. I think there's huge potential for crossover TikTok, especially using UGC. I help niche brands, healthcare, skincare, beauty, CBD, cosmetic, not CBD because you can't run CBD ads. Whatever brands exploit TikTok UGC to at least 50K revenue in 30 days. We stay in my comment fairly easy to do that, ha ha ha. I'm in a quick personal video giving direct action steps on what you can do if you were looking to expand there and accomplish that. Would it be cool if I send it over? Cheers, Edward. So with that message, when you send 100 of those messages and you do at least 3 follow-ups, you get 5 loom requests, okay? 5 loom requests, 100 messages sent out. 5 people will be interested. Okay, so what that means is you need 600 cold DMs, we're just doing the math backwards, 600 cold DMs to get 30 loom requests, to make 30 looms, to get 20 people to watch a loom, to get 5 book calls, to get 1 close, to get 1 client in 7 days. okay? Now, because you're not at the point I am yet, I'm gonna account for inefficiencies, and I'm gonna call 1,000 cold DMs, okay? So I'm gonna say for you, the first week, right, you're gonna have to send 1,000 cold DMs to get one client, right? So you're what? Significantly worse than me, almost 2 times worse, right? Let's just assume, okay? And if you're better, then no problem, right? So we're going to send 1,000 cold DMs over 7 days. That means there's 143 DMs per day we're sending out, okay? And what that means is you need 20 to 50 messages per Instagram account per day, depending on each account's limit, okay? If you have accounts with higher limits, you just need 3 of them, 50, 100, 150, right? If they have lower limits, you need 7 of them, 7 times 20, 140, okay? So you need about 3 to 7 Instagram accounts to do this. There's the magic, there's the secret sauce, okay? This is how, in the next 7 days, you can get at least one high-ticket agency client for your business, okay? So again, this is the key metric. You need 143 DMs per day for 7 days. That's gonna be 1,000 cold DMs over the course of the week. From those 1,000 cold DMs, you can get 30 Loom requests, okay, 5 per 100. So you can get 30 Loom requests, 30 people interested in your offer, and which had to say in that free video that you offer them, free personalized video about their brand, right? Them. You're gonna make 30 Looms. They're gonna be 5 to 7 minutes, even shorter if you can, okay? Of those 30, 20 will be watched. Of those 20 watched, 5 people will book calls with you, okay? And of those 5 people, you're gonna close at least 1. That's the math, that's how you do it. Technically, because I'm assuming you guys are just starting out, all right? So, you need, first of all, you need a payment processor, Wave. I love Wave, I use Wave. It's built on top of Stripe. It's better than Stripe because when I was doing high-ticket fitness, business to consumer, we had issues with people signing up on payment plans. And let's say it was a 5-month program and they signed a 10-month payment plan, okay? They would go through the program for 5 months and then they'd like cancel their card. Or even worse, they do a chargeback for the 5 months after they finish the program, right? Not because they got bad results or anything, they loved us, but just because people are greedy with their money, okay? So Stripe likes to fuck you, okay? Stripe is on side with you. Wave, for whatever reason, they have a better relationship with Stripe, I guess. They're always on your side as the business. They have your back, all right? They want to help you win any potential chargebacks. So they alert you ahead of time if something's up. They give you advice on how best to approach it. They tell you what information they need to fight it on your behalf. So I suggest Wave over Stripe. That's why whenever I show, our revenues here, you see Wave, okay? So payment processor on Wave, okay? That's just to take credit cards on the call. You need a call booking software. So just use Calendly to start. It's very, very easy. Bootstrap, okay? You use Google Meet for the actual calls because it's just in your browser. You just go meet.google.com and new meeting and boom, there it is, okay? I don't like the inefficiency of using Zoom. I used to use Zoom. It's annoying. It has issues, troubles, whatever. And when you use Google Meet, you kind of ensure that people sit down at a computer to take the call, which you need their full focus and full attention. Okay? You need some contract software, which is PandaDoc. That's what I use. I've tried the others, DocuSign, etc. PandaDoc's my favorite. It's like $30 a month. And you need an email drip sequence, okay, after the call is booked to ensure a high show rate. So what I mean by that is, I think I put it in here. So in the last video, part one of this video, we have a reminder about the call very, very frequently. It's like 24 hours before, 12 hours before, 6 hours before, 4 hours before, 3 hours before, 2 hours before, 1 hour before, 30 minutes before, 50 minutes before, 5 minutes before. 10 fucking emails that they get before the call so they show up. Since you guys are starting out, right, I was just using something called Gmath. It's a free browser extension and just setting it up in there. Works with Gmail, works with Chrome. And then when you have a little bit of money in from your clients, right, upgrade to Go High Level. And everything that we do is within Go High Level. And I'll show that in a separate video another time. But basically, yeah, I mean, that's it. This is it. You just gotta do the work, right? That's all it is. All right, that's me. Cheers, guys.